What is going on, Guardians? This is your host, Forsaken Dredgen. Today, I'm going to review the rocket launcher known as DeathBringer. Okay? Now, I don't have any actual in-game footage for this, but rest assured, I got to toy around with this a little bit. I'm going to toy around with it some more. This thing is crazy. It really, really is crazy. I enjoy using it. I just wish it had tracking on it, but we'll get into all that later in the video. Of course, as always, we're going to do this video in the tribute hall, and we're going to show you exactly what DeathBringer can do. But in the meantime, we're going to go over the perks and the stats, and I'm going to give you my opinion of DeathBringer overall. So let's get into it. So the first perk, of course, is Dark Deliverance. Fires remotely detonated projectiles that drop void orbs on enemies. Hold R1 to fire, release to detonate. This perk here is pretty much like any other hold release to detonate shot from other rocket launchers or grenade launchers. But what makes this perk unique is detonate projectiles that drop void orbs on enemies. That alone is unique, because I don't think in the years of Destiny, the 5 years of Destiny total, we've ever encountered a rocket launcher like this. Now, I enjoy using this. Other reviewers, they're going to be like, oh, I had high hopes and I was let down, and whatever the case may be. Me personally, I'm looking at this rocket launcher as you gotta know how to use it in order for you to benefit from it. That's all I'm gonna say there. But we're gonna move along to the next one. Volatile Launch. This weapon is optimized for an especially explosive payload. Greatly increases blast radius, slightly decreases handling speed, slightly decreases projectile speed. Good perk there, a really good perk there, and I'll get into this. I'll get into why Volatile Launch is a really good. The stats in Volatile Launch, I should say, are good for what they are. Next, we have Alloy Casing. Reduces weight for faster reloads. Greatly increases reload speed and decreases stability. Again, good perks inside Alloy Casing, because this rocket launcher is just, in my opinion, awesome. It's really great. It really is. It's great. If I had to guess, or if I had to say, it's up there with Truth. No, maybe a little bit. If I had to say, is it up there with the D1 Gallarhorn? Not quite. I mean, it's lacking the main perk of tracking. Yeah, I know that the projectiles, they track a little bit, but it's not the same. Moving along. Dark Descent. The further a void orb falls, the more powerful its detonation becomes. Now, here's where things get interesting, and in my opinion, this is why people aren't going to like this rocket launcher. Okay? It's basically saying you have to shoot up at your target and then release. And like I was saying over here, the hold R1 to fire, release to detonate. This one here, the Dark Deliverance perk, and the Dark Descent perk go hand in hand. Like, Think of it like a grenade launcher that you fire, hold your R1 or R2 trigger, and release it to detonate. This is just like that. This is just like that. You just have to know where you're putting the rocket in order for Dark Descent and Dark Deliverance to work cohesively. Moving along. Composite stock. This weapon has a versatile dual purpose stock. Slightly increases stability, slightly decreases handling speed. Good perks there again. And now, here's why. Okay? Here's why I'm saying that these are good perks inside these stats. Right? You look over here to your the perks, right? Or the stats, I'm sorry. The blast radius is tremendously, outrageously high. Which is good for a rocket launcher, because rocket launchers should be, or should have, a maxed out blast radius. Say what you want about that. Leave your thoughts and comments down in the comment section below. Blast radius should be maxed out in my opinion, but that's my opinion. I'm being brutally honest. Velocity. Velocity is right. Me personally, I think it needs to be slightly higher. Not too much. Tweak velocity just a little bit. Stability, perfect. Handling, perfect. Reload speed. For a 1 in a magazine, I would say speed that up a little bit. Just a little bit. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in, tight areas. Moving along from that. Rounds per minute 15. In my opinion, this is your standard rocket launcher. It's an exotic. Would it replace your Bad Omens? Quite possibly, if you know how to use it. Would I recommend it over Bad Omens? Play with DeathBringer for a little bit. Use it for a little bit. In my opinion, use it for a little bit. Get used to it. Get used to it. Because that's the only way that you're going to tell if you're going to like using this thing. I'm going to tell you, I had a blast using this thing. I went into Gambit, and I should have made a video of it to include in this one to show how much fun I had with this. I was destroying the other team. Destroying the other team. I think I only had I walked away with 12 kills, I think, with this. Just with this alone. It was phenomenal. 12 kills, no, it's not high. I know what you're going to say. No, it's not. No, it's not. But for a rocket launcher of this caliber, 12 kills. Like I said, I was just playing with it. I was just having fun. I wasn't set to go out in there and just dominate the other team. No. I went in there. I wanted to play with it a little bit just to see what it could do. That was all. That was my main goal, just to see what it could do. And it did not disappoint. Now, am I going to use it more in Gambit? Absolutely. And I'm going to use it the way I would a normal rocket launcher. I'm going to use it to see if I could dominate the other team. Which I have no doubt that I could. It's just knowing where you're going to put your rocket, timing the release of the trigger, and that's all there is to it. And you'll just rain down void orbs, and that would be awesome. Again, in my opinion, I would say, like I've said previously, use the thing. See if you like it. You don't go on someone else's opinion. This is my opinion, okay? And I'm suggesting to you, my audience, to use this rocket launcher. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. That's all I'm saying. It's a fun rocket launcher to play with, okay? So I don't have the ornament for it, so we're going to move along. And we're going to go into the tribute hall And as soon as we get in there, I'm going to activate some of the ads in there, and we're going to show you what this gun can do. Just a little bit, just like a preview. And then we're going to get back into, I want to cover one more thing before I cut this short, or cut this video off. And this is for one of my clan members. But as soon as we land, I'll be right back. Welcome back, Guardians. Another thing, it holds 6 rockets altogether, and I think that's a plus. I mean, I was expecting 4 because it's basically a walking Nova bomb. So we're gonna give this a shot. As you can tell, I'm going to the big guys again, like I did with my bow, and that's because, well, I feel in my opinion, they have the most health. So we're going to show you how I think this thing needs to be used. Okay? So I'm going to put this in the middle, or at least try to, and I'm going to lift it up a bit. One rocket. Do you see what it did to that Minotaur? One rocket, and it had a shield on. So this time I'm not going to try to hit the wall. I'm actually going to try my best to... Oh, I keep hitting that wall. Now we got the Centurion. Look at that. That is crazy. There we go. Ring down the parade. There we go. I mean, like I said, it's fun to toy with. It really, really is. I mean, how could you not want to play with this thing? I mean, get used to it. That might have been too early. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Okay, so moving along. Last thing I want to cover, and then we're out of here. The quest for this was fun. It wasn't too much. It was just right. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I loved it very, very much. Now, but here's the thing. The end of the quest, if you're not careful and you're not watching what you're doing, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil too much. So, all I'm going to say is this. You have a timer. That's all I'm going to say. So, keep an eye out for it. And enjoy the quest. It was really fun. Excuse me. I liked it. And I wish Bungie would bring quests similar to the DeathBringer into the game. I mean, because it was really, really fun. Like I said, I enjoyed it immensely. I'm your host, Forsaken Dredgen. I'm going to play with this some more. I'm going to make a video. I'm going to make a video with it, and I'm going to just have fun a little bit with it. I mean, because it's a fun rocket launcher, in my opinion. But that's my opinion. We all have different opinions. So, like I've said before, some of you might not like my opinion. Some of you might like my opinion. Some of you may agree with it. Some of you may not. Some of you may even agree with it to an extent. Some of you may not. You know, it's just how it is. But in my opinion, this rocket launcher has a lot of potential. Just give me seeking rounds. Give me seeking rounds to do this with. That's all I'm asking. That's all I want from Bungie. Seeking rounds to do this with. I mean, because that would make it that much more fun to enjoy using this thing, in my opinion. Am I disappointed? Absolutely not. But that's it. That's all I have. I'm your host, Forsaken Dredgen. I hope you enjoyed this short video. And if you want to see more videos like this, me doing reviews, leave your thoughts and comments down in the comment section below as to what particular weapon you would like for me to review and give you my honest thoughts and opinion on it. As always, I'm your host, Forsaken Dredgen. I'm out of here, and have a blessed day. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a solid 8.